Well, howdy campers, and welcome to Tim's Brick Adventures, one of the holiday issues, edition episodes, whatever you want to call it. So, I'm sure like all of y'all, things are crazy and busy and all that. So we're gonna have trying to get my weekly video out. And since y'all really liked what was in the tote last time, I wanted to share with you, we may dig into some other totes, and I wanted to share with you a storage idea too that I found pretty exciting, and it helped a lot when we moved. So that's the big plus with it. So with that, I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to pull out a few of these bins and see what we got. Be right back. Okay, so I think this is in a previous video possibly too, but years ago when we had an actual big Lego room and everything, I built these squares that hold 6 of these tubs based on an IKEA product. You can buy those cabinets from IKEA as well, but I had all the lumber left over from a cabinet job, so I just made them myself and saved myself a bunch of money. But I really like the bins, and so I got that. And so there's that size, and they're relatively deep. But here's one of the cool things about it. So you got these lids, and you got to buy them separately, and they're not too bad, but they go on, and they are really nice and sturdy. And so I just taped them up when we moved and was able to stack them. They also have these shorter ones, smaller ones, and those are actual cabinets. Those white ones, those are IKEA. That's specifically designed for those. Now the only drawback is you can't see through them, but you know, if you mark them what they are, why, not a big deal. So then they also have these really deep ones too. So the way the system works, as you can see, you got 3 slots, and the big one takes up 2, and then one little one. So that's all I got to say about that subject. But and I don't know price. I may look them up and I'll post it, because they're not bad. And then nothing else, you don't have to have the cabinets. I mean, you could just get these units and stack them up. You can't stack them super high, I will say that, because it ain't so much that the crushability, it's the well, yeah, you got to be careful about that, because I got them pretty tall, and they started kind of on the sides, squishing out a little bit. So, but they do, you know, like I said, they're one option, and a relatively inexpensive option. And who knows, IKEA may have cabinets now, because these things, gosh, 5, 6, 7 years ago. So anyway, I'm going to switch camera angles, and we're going to see what's in some of these bins, because I don't know. And y'all seem to really like that last time. So, and I aim to please. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here's this first little bin. Now I know what's in this one, because I use this one a lot. So I'm digging in here pretty decent. I just pulled the one lid out to show you. Not all of them have lids on, because when they're in the thing, there's no point. But yes, this is what it looks like. Just weapons galore. Let's see. I'm gonna be right back. Sorry for that brief interruption. Anyway, this is where all the weapons. That's all Halo Mega Block. Whoops, did I say it? I said the dirty word. Yes, we own a ton of Mega Block Halo. So if there's anybody out there interested in any of those sets, let me know, and I would love to hook you up. Now, at some point, I am definitely going to sort all this out, because it's kind of, I mean, I come here and you know, dig and dig. I couldn't tell you, there is just accessories and weapons galore. And I'd be lying if this was to say this is all of it, because it's not. But I don't have another bin like this. So that's what's in that bin. I know, excitement. Oh, pausing. We'll check out another one. All right, this should be fun. I grabbed 2. So we'll start here. Looks like we've got a city set, or part of a city set, a fire truck set, I would imagine, because building on fire. And this is probably pretty much what the set was. Oh, this is cool. This is a one of them mini Star Destroyer. Probably one of the early, oh shoot, you know what I'm talking about, those sets they came out with you got the figure and they still are doing them. Whatever they call them, with the vehicle and the minifig. So that was probably one of them. This, I would imagine, is part of a Lord of the Ring set. Actually, I think Helm's Deep, or that partial Helm's Deep. That's always cool. Another city, probably. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what this is? This is my the mine, the little shack. And I'm thinking this might be Star Wars, an Ewok attack battle pack back from the day, or it's Lord of the Rings. Oh, this is cool. So, oh wow, this has been cannibalized pretty good. But the ADU, Advanced Alien Defense Unit, that was part of the Alien Invasion line, and I love those sets. So I'm happy that there's this much, so now I can maybe try and part them back together. It looks like maybe this is the wheels to them. This was a nice truck unit, so, and this and the roof, and little bits and pieces in there. So that's kind of a cool one. I love those sets. Those Alien Invasion sets were some really great sets, and honestly, I don't think they're that super expensive to pick up. Some, I'm sure some of them are. Don't get me. There's always, within some theme, there's always a couple of sets that just are over the top expensive. But you never know. So let's see. Well, looks like we got part of a Coast Guard something. Oh, we got I think that there's probably one of the a trailer. There's a SpongeBob boat, part of a boat. Looks like fire truck. No idea. That is the Lego. Spider, that I'm sure Lord of the Rings, Hobbit. Chima. A couple of the racers. Chima racers. Those were always fun. And a wheel assembly. Not sure. Oh, this is fun. Coffin. Not sure what to like. And no, nothing in it. This, I think, came with that Clutch Powers, not the original, but the next wave that kind of came out around 2010, 11. I believe this is an Ultra Agents thing. Oh no. Well, never mind. No, that's not even Lego. Have no idea. That's a Mega Block of some kind. So, sorry. Edit. Another. Oh, so 2 of these. So, I do have quite a bit of Lord of the Rings stuff, and I duplicated as much as I possibly could. So, that is one line that I took full advantage of having. Another speed oars, that's what those are called. And looks like probably to an airport set at some point. And there's the tractor that probably, yeah, that goes with this trailer. And somehow the parts to that went. Possibly, maybe, somewhere along, something along there. And a fire truck, or a fire car, probably a chief. There's what remains of a car. I can tell you this goes with a Superman set. Castle set. One of the 2015 line. This, I don't know, not Lego, so sorry, yet again. Here is a fine custom mock that I'm sure my son put together. And this is probably where the wheels that belong on something else came from. So, and then this creative little item. And then this. At the old house, I had these 4 of these cubicle things with these bins in a square. I seen this on Pinterest. That's what gave me the idea. And so I had 4 of those. So that made a nice big table, and I made a top. So that sat in the center of the room. And then originally I had made him kind of a long, thin table. Ended up putting next to it, so it was a little bit taller. So he had that, and that was full of stuff. And so a lot of this, they would clear it all off, and then they would just start building stuff. So this is kind of nice. I have the dump truck, the bed to the dump truck somewhere around here. So if I can find the rest of it. Oh, here's a sweet, I think this is the airport fire truck, and it looks to be, other than super dusty, it looks to be relatively intact. It must have got pushed to the back on the shelf. So this is a cool. I will say, that's my thing now. The city sets have just really gone downhill. I picked these up. These are some kind of, from some space, and I'm sure they got buttons, so they probably just, I need to put batteries in them. They obviously would make sounds or something. Yeah, these take batteries. So, anyway, that's 2 bins. A lot of fun stuff. I think we'll stop there today, and I'll be right back. All right, well, I guess that'll be enough fun for one day. So, hopefully there was some cool stuff in there. I will, as I did last time, I will add part numbers in the video and sets, what they are, as I can figure them out, just so you know. If you saw something you want cool that you thought you might want to get. And like I said, all of this stuff's older stuff, and probably will be in most of these bins as we go through them, because I did really good. We started in 2010, and you know, initially it was just, literally was for my son. And so we just pick up a few sets here and there. And then we kept up with them and built them. We had plenty of space. And then I got started in the hobby. And things just went whoosh. So thousands of sets and no place to put them, and no time to build them. So it just went crazy. But most of what the early sets that we got, the 2010, or yeah, 2010 up through probably 2012, a lot of them got built. So you'll be able to see some of that stuff as we dig through these bins, because I'm trying to sort it back out and maybe even sell some of them depending on what they are. And just if nothing else, I want them back in the sets. I hate not having. If I have the set, I want it together. I hate just having loose parts and getting rid of them or use them for other stuff when I've got the complete set there. So that's just one of my little hang-ups, I guess. Anyway, I'll quit jabbering and we'll see you next week. So y'all come back now you're here and have a great weekend.